Hello everyone, welcome back again to this channel. So, Nigeria's justice system is shaking, honestly. Nnamdi Kanu's health hearing has once again suffered another adjournment because the Nigerian Medical Association that have failed to submit his medical reports as ordered by the court. And now, even activist Showore has come out boldly saying Nigerians should take this fight straight to Aso Rock to demand the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. My people, this is getting serious. This is no longer just a court matter. This is now a matter of national consciousness. Like, the hearing was supposed to, focus on Nnamdi Kanu's failing health and the DSS refusal to grant him access to proper medical care. But once again, instead of progress, we got another adjournment because the Nigerian Medical Association, which was ordered by the court to submit an independent medical report, failed to do so. This is not a small issue. It's a direct violation of the court's directive. How can a lawful order from Federal High Court be ignored and nothing happens? It shows that even our institutions are afraid of telling Nigerians the truth about Nnamdi Kanu's real health condition. Now let's ask this real question. Why is this medical report being delayed? Are they afraid that the report will expose that his health has seriously worsened in DSS custody? Or are they covering up a human rights abuse? Or are they buying time to keep the case politically frozen until after the 2027 election? Many people now believe this delay is part of a strategic plan to weaken both Nnamdi Kanu and the agitation in the southeast by keeping him in poor health and legal limbo. But remember, health is a fundamental human right. Even prisoners of war are allowed medical treatment. So why is Nnamdi Kanu's own case different? Every adjournment feels like another year added to his detention. Since 2021, Kanu has been in DSS custody after being adopted from Kenya. And since then, it's been the same cycle. Court orders are ignored, medical access are denied, bail applications are delayed. Health is deteriorating. His health keeps deteriorating every day by day. This is not justice. This is slow punishment they are giving to this innocent man. Now, here's where the story even gets more hotter. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore has openly called on Nigerians to take peaceful protests to Aso Rock to demand the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. So this is what he actually said in his Twitter page. This is what Sowore said on his Twitter. He said, I will set aside my differences with some politicians. For one cause, I challenge every politician or person of good conscience from the southeast who says they want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. To stop the rhetoric, time for action is now. Let's march to Aso Rock Villa. Every governor, senator, member of the house, traditional ruler, priest, Eze, Igbo person, and every Nigerian who believes in Kanu's freedom, come out and do more than talk. I will lead this peaceful march to the Aso Rock Villa. Like, you guys saw what Sowore posted on it. This is coming from Sowore. He posted this on his Twitter account. He said, no more empty noise. Let Soludo, he even tagged Soludo, tagged Senator Abaribe, Alex Oti, Peter Obi, and others who claim to care to step up and join us in person. That is what he said. He said, we will go together peacefully, legally, and visibly to demand justice and an end to mass Nnamdi Kanu. Enough that they need to march out to Aso Rock and tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. And a lawyer, Jumakot, the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, also came and also posted this on his Twitter account. He said, then he replied to Sowore. He said, he replied to Sowore. He said he's going to follow Sowore in this particular case. He said, I'm going to join you. That is what he said. This is what he said. Dear Sowore, I hereby step forward to march with you to Aso Rock to peacefully and visibly demand justice for Nnamdi Kanu, who is with me in the Igbo. Like, he said he's going to join Sowore in this particular thing, because Sowore said that every Igbo person should march to Aso Rock. A lot of people have been commenting saying that it's not just about Igbo people. Everybody, every geopolitical zone should come out. This is not just about the southeast. They all know that what they're doing to this man is not good. So everybody, not just even the politicians, the senators, all of them should come and let us march to Aso Rock and demand justice for this man and demand that he be released, because they have been keeping this man in detention. And guess what? His health is, deteriorating the more. Just like people have been saying that, do they think that if they keep this man, if anything should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention, there is going to be problem on the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government will have a bigger problem. You know why? Because everybody is watching. The world power is watching. Almost everybody is watching what is going on in Nigeria. Kenya government is watching. America is watching what is happening in Nigeria. So if anything should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the detention of the DSS, the Nigerian government will answer questions. They will answer a lot of questions. So imagine, then Aloy Ejimako posted this on his Twitter account where he said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned to 16th October 2025, and this was the reason the court wants Nigerian Medical Association to submit a report on whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still fit, to stand trial. So guys, I would love you guys to actually listen to what the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said, Aloy Ejimako, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he came to court today. Watch this video and please drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'm going to be right back.
There's no place in the dodge. I said, let me follow the exactly. There's no escape route. Now, we should not even come out. I can fetch by your Excuse me. See, I won't sit down.
When you want to start, you tell us. Hello, everybody. Today is the 8th of October. I'm here with one of the some of the members of the legal team. We just emerged from the closure of proceedings in the case of Nnamdi Kanu for today. The story is not going to be too long. It's very short. The prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn this matter because the Nigerian Medical Association did not file the report that the court mandated it to file on the last adjourned date. And that report, the kernel of that report is actually to advise the court whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fit for trial, or continuation of trial, and whether he deserves to be transferred to a hospital, i.e. the National Hospital. So that report was not in, so for that reason the prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn the matter to another date, and the judge granted the application and adjourned the matter to 16th October.
So on the issue of medical council, yesterday medical council sat.
We've lived in the north for so many years, and the reward the houses could give my poor father was to kill him. He was the first man killed in the May massacre. After being chased for some few yards, they shot at him, and then when they got him, they had to slice him into two, like, when you want to slice your bread into two. A human being being sliced into two. Can you imagine such a thing? Biafra is going to emerge as a nation. Despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria, we all will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
So guys, I'm sure you guys have listened to, to that video. You guys heard what this young lady said, that this happened, like she was talking about the war that happened. Now she was saying that Biafra is going to emerge. Biafra is going to stand as a nation. Whether they like it or not, Biafra is going to emerge. Imagine what happened in court today. They were waiting for the medical association to submit their report, and they didn't submit it. They had to adjourn this man's case again. This is someone they said that his health is deteriorating. He's suffering a lot of things. They are still keeping him in detention. What are they really hiding? They should tell us what they are hiding about Nnamdi Kanu's health, that they don't want to come out and tell the general public. Now, in my own opinion, this case has gone beyond law. It is now about the conscience of a nation. When a man's health becomes a weapon, that is no longer detention, that's persecution. The Nigerian Medical Association must wake up and act like professionals, not political puppets. The court must stand firm, and the DSS must stop playing God. If the government is afraid of Nnamdi Kanu's voice, then it means his message still carries power. And as long as injustice continues, that voice will never die, even behind the bars. This is not just about Nnamdi Kanu anymore. This is about the kind of country we want. If court orders no longer mean anything, then no one is safe, not even those in power. So a lot of people are saying that they stand with Showore on this. If the system won't do what is right, then the people must rise peacefully and demand justice from the streets to Aso Rock. Let them go and protest that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. This case has lingered so much, like it has lingered. The then leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has been pushed aside. His health hearing that was supposed to bring hope ended in another adjournment because the Nigerian Medical Association failed to submit his medical report as ordered by the court. This latest delay has now sparked lot of reactions. To the extent that Showore is saying that they are going to Aso Rock. This is what he said. He posted it on his Twitter account. He said that let us go to Aso Rock, and demand for this release. He said he's going to be the one to lead the peaceful protest. He's going to lead it. And the question is, why is the system afraid of one man's medical report? Like, why? Why are they afraid to release this man's medical? Let us know what is going on. This man is not supposed to be in detention up to now. He's not supposed to be in detention. They came out and said that, oh, this man's health is deteriorating. What should the government do? They should release him. Does the government want this man to die in detention? Honestly, do they want this man to die in detention? Because if anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu in detention, the government are going to have a lot of questions to answer. Yes, they're going to have a lot of questions to answer. A lot of people are coming up with this question. Nigerians are asking a lot of questions. They're asking, is the Nigerian Medical Association under pressure from powerful hands not to release the truth? Or are they afraid that the report could expose serious health damage caused by DSS detention? Or could it reveal human rights violation or medical neglect inside DSS facilities? Or is it just another example of professional bodies becoming tools in political games? Because people are not asking questions. People have a lot of things to say. Because the DSS and the Nigerian Medical Association are not giving us signs and proof that something is going on. Are they under pressure not to release this medical report? Yes, something must be going on. Now, remember, the Nigerian Medical Association represents medical ethics and humanity. So even doctors are not afraid to tell the truth. Then Nigeria is in a deep moral decay. If we know that the Nigerian Medical Association, like, they represent medical ethics and humanity. So if they're not getting involved with this kind of lifestyle, then Nigeria is in a deep moral decay. We are in deep problem. We are in deep serious problem. Now let's remind ourselves this. Nnamdi Kanu has been in DSS custody since June 2021 after being adopted from Kenya in October 2022. The Court of Appeal discharged him of all charges, saying his arrest was illegal and unconstitutional, yet he's still in custody. Why? Because the federal government appealed their ruling and keeps dragging the case. Now, 3 years later, his health is reportedly failing, and the system keeps pretending it's handling it. This is beyond law. The system is pretending that, oh, they're handling his case. That They're not handling anything well. Nothing is going. Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. Now we have come into the fact that, oh, this man is no longer getting himself. His health is now becoming worse, and they don't still want to release him. This is beyond law. This is wickedness dressed as justice. Think about it. 3 years in detention, limited sunlight, limited visitors, and constant uncertainty. That's not just physical suffering, that's psychological torture. No human being should live that way, no matter what they're accused of. Even prisoners even prisoners that maybe they stole something are not living that way. Nnamdi Kanu is living. They're not living that way. They have not made this man to be like a political prisoner. Even normal prisoners, they even have opportunity, to meet maybe their loved ones. But no, they even see sunlight. But Nnamdi Kanu, they limited sunlight for him, limited even visitors. And constant uncertainty. This is not just physical suffering, that was psychological torture. Nobody in this earth should live that way, no matter what they're accused of. Nobody. And the DSS continues to claim he's fine. But if he's fine, why fear an independent report? DSS are saying that, oh, nothing is why we should not worry about Nnamdi Kanu. If you guys believe that Nnamdi Kanu is fine, why are you guys afraid of showing his report? Show us his report, let us know. They can lie with their mouth, but they cannot lie with a doctor's test results. You can imagine. And that's why Sowore said, we can't continue to sit and watch the government disobey court orders. Nnamdi Kanu deserves freedom and medical care. Nigerians must march peacefully to Aso Rock and demand his release. Justice must not depend on who you are. Sowore's statement hit hard because it's not coming from an IPOB member. It's coming from a national activist who himself was once detained for protesting. This means the struggle for Nnamdi Kanu's release has gone beyond ethnic or regional lines. It shows solidarity. The reason why this Sowore's call, it matters a lot because it shows what solidarity. Nigerians from all tribes can unite behind justice. It reminds the world that freedom of expression is not a crime. It signals that the Southeast pain is Nigerians' pain. It challenges the fear that has silenced millions. It might even reawaken that Free Nnamdi Kanu movement across Africa and the diaspora. And remember, peaceful protest is not a rebellion, it's a democracy in action. International observers have long condemned Nnamdi Kanu's detention. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention declared it unlawful and demanded his release. Amnesty International called it a test of Nigerians' respect for human rights. European Union Parliament mentioned his case in discussions on Africa's shrinking civil space, but the government continues to act deaf, like they're not hearing what is going on. This fresh adjournment only fuels suspicion that the Nigerian state is hiding something, and with the 2027 elections approaching, it is clearer they want Kanu's influence to rise again. Let's be honest, Nigeria's reputation globally is collapsing. When a country disobeys its own court, delays justice, and plays politics with human life, it loses moral authority. Foreign investors are watching, international allies are questioning, and citizens are losing what hope. This case has become a mirror of everything wrong with our system: corruption, cowardness, and control. Across social media, Nigerians are boiling. People are saying, how can a medical report take months to prepare? What are these people really hiding? People are even asking, if Nnamdi Kanu was a politician's son now, he'll be treated abroad by now. And it's true. If Nnamdi Kanu now was a politician's son, by now you'll be hearing that, oh, they should release him, let him just go for treatment. They want him to, what the Nigerian government want, they want him to die slowly so they won't face the backlash of releasing him. That is what they want to do. And that's why they say, we need to protest. So we say, let's go to Aso Rock and protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. If the interview that the speech that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did recently, where he was saying that about hope, about renewed hope, people are asking, what renewed hope are you talking about? There is nothing that has changed in Nigeria. If the Tinubu-led government truly believes in renewed hope, here's the chances for them to prove it. Order full compliance with court directives immediately and allow international medical experts to examine Nnamdi Kanu. And they should release the Nigerian Medical Association medical reports publicly so that everybody will see what is going on with Nnamdi Kanu. They should also engage with the Southeast leaders on peace dialogue. If Tinubu said that there's that we should believe in renewed hope. These are the things he needs to do. And also, he should stop using DSS custody as political punishment for Nnamdi Kanu. He should show Nigerians that justice still works, even for those who criticize the government. Let's just be honest. Keeping Kanu in detention without medical care is inhuman, even if the government is afraid of his influence. That fear alone proves his message still has power. Delaying justice will not kill the idea he represents. It will only make it stronger. If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu in custody, history will not forgive those in power to do. History will never forgive those in power, because silence in the face of injustice is the biggest crime of all. So, my people, this is no longer about tribe, politics, or religion. This is about truth and human dignity. Showore has spoken. It is time for Nigerians to rise peacefully, not violently, and demand what accountability. If we can't stand up for one man's right to medical care, who will stand up for us when it's our turn? Sometimes we ask ourselves, I ask myself this question: if they can do this to Nnamdi Kanu, what about ordinary Nigerians? That means ordinary Nigerians, their own is that nobody will even talk about their release. Like the ordinary Nigerians, their own is finished. Yes, if they can do this to Nnamdi, that means other people's own is entirely finished. Anyway, guys, I would love you guys, to listen to what the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu have to say about this, and watch what he really said about today's court case. And please don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys really think about it, and we'll be taking some what people have been saying. We're looking at what some people say concerning this particular thing that Showore brought about. This thing he talked about. We're looking at what people have to say about it. So guys, watch this video and I'll be right back.
Hello everybody, today is the 8th of October. I'm here with one of the some of the members of the legal team. We just emerged from the closure of proceedings in the case of Nnamdi Kanu for today. The story is not going to be too long, it's very short. The prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn this matter because the Nigerian Medical Association did not file the report that the court mandated it to file on the last adjourned date. And that report, the kernel of that report is actually to advise the court whether Nnamdi Kanu is fit for trial, or continuation of trial, and whether he deserves to be transferred to a hospital, i.e. the National Hospital. So that report was not in, so for that reason the prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn the matter to another date, and the judge granted the application and adjourned the matter to 16th October.
So on the issue of medical council, yesterday medical council saw.
So let us take a look at some comments from people, based on what Showore said. So someone here said, for call to release Nnamdi Kanu is growing higher momentum, and it's good that others are beginning to see what Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing. It's no longer trial, but persecution of being an Igbo man, opening the eyes of others to see things the way they are and calling for a referendum. Honestly, just like I will tell you guys, people have been saying that they're just, persecuting this man because he's an Igbo man. Everything they're doing to him is because he's an Igbo man. That's a lot of people have been saying. So it is good as, people are calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. People are saying that, oh, everything that this man is saying is true. This man is innocent. Let's release him. So guys, let us take a look at another comment. Someone here also said that this person said, if up to 2 governors and 5 senators join this call and march, I tell you, Nnamdi Kanu cannot remain in custody beyond 1 month. And that's what I keep saying. Just like people will always say. So people will always say that the Igbo leaders are the cause of this. This is the reason why they said so. Imagine people are saying, oh, let them release Nnamdi Kanu. You see that the Igbo leaders are not saying anything. And people will be wondering what is going on. The Igbo leaders should put mouth. The senators, the governors, they should put mouth so that they release Nnamdi Kanu. But you will see that among all the whole Southeast governors, it is only maybe one that will be talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Only one particular person. We're talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Just like what happened, I think, in the House of Senate, Obi Agocho, when he was trying to talk about Nnamdi Kanu's case, the speaker was trying to shut him up, and he was saying, no, speaker, you cannot shut me up. We need to talk about Nnamdi Kanu's case. This is the kind of things that people want. People that can, talk about Nnamdi Kanu, that can stand up and talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for them to release him. Obi Agocho never stopped talking. He never stopped talking. The speaker tried to shut him up, and he said, no, we must talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. This is the kind of people that we want. Just like you will see in the whole Southeast, only one person is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when they did that, the bar association they did in Enugu, it was Peter and Bar that came out and said, okay, I want them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just recently, Alex Oti came out and also said that Tinubu will soon release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it is so hard for you to see other governors, other Southeast governors talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you look at what Chiwore posted on his Twitter account, he even tagged Soludo and said, Soludo, we must march to Aso Rock. Let us now talk about the release of our brother. Why is it that some of the Igbos, the Igbo leaders, they are not talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The governors, the senators. Why? Is it because of their position? They don't want to lose their position. This is totally bad. Once we see injustice, we should always talk about injustice. If we see injustice, we should speak out and say, oh, this is injustice. We should always try to be saying the truth at all times. The truth never kills. It never kills. People are always afraid, to say the truth. So this is what another person also said. He said, I think it shouldn't be Abuja alone, but should be extended to the 36 states of the Federation. March straight to your governor office while Abuja march to the Aso Rock Villa, but plans should be made against anti-protesters. That's if they attack any peaceful protester. Now, this is what the person is saying. The person is saying that it's not just to go and march to Aso Rock alone. No. We should let them also extend the protest to the 36 states of the Federation. They should march straight to the governor's office, while other people march to Aso Rock Villa. That they should do it like that. So they should not just do it in only Igbos. They should not just be that only Igbos should do the protest. No, everybody, all the whole 36 state of federation, we all know that everybody, even the Igbos, the Hausa Yoruba, know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. It shouldn't just be a particular tribe that should do the protest. Every 36 states should do the protest. So people should march to Aso Rock and let some people march to the governor's office. Let them speak about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit the subscribe button, like, and share this video. So, guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys again in my next video.